How to handle last-minute cancellations with grace and strategy. Last-minute cancellations can be frustrating, disruptive, and inconvenient, especially if you've invested time, effort, or money into planning something. Whether it's a personal meeting, a business appointment, or a social event, these sudden changes can leave you scrambling. However, learning how to respond appropriately can save you stress and help maintain positive relationships. Here are some strategies to handle last-minute cancellations effectively and make the best out of unexpected changes. 1. Stay calm and avoid overreacting. The first and most important step is to stay calm. It's natural to feel frustrated or even angry when someone cancels last minute, but reacting emotionally or impulsively may escalate the situation. Take a few moments to breathe and reflect before responding. Remember, unexpected situations, like emergencies, illnesses, or unforeseen obligations, can happen to anyone. Responding calmly will also show emotional maturity and professionalism, especially in business situations. Instead of venting your frustration, acknowledge their situation with empathy, saying something like, "I understand things come up. Thanks for letting me know." 2. Clarify the reason for the cancellation. Before you jump to conclusions, ask for clarification. There's a difference between a genuine emergency and someone being inconsiderate. Politely ask why the cancellation occurred. If the reason is understandable, such as illness or unavoidable work commitments, extend your understanding. If, however, the cancellation is vague or seems like a poor excuse, take mental note. A pattern of such behavior might indicate that this person doesn't respect your time, which can guide how you approach future interactions with them. 3. Ask to reschedule. Whenever possible, suggest rescheduling the appointment or event. Phrasing it positively, like, "No problem. Would another time work better?" keeps the tone friendly and constructive. In professional settings, rescheduling shows your willingness to accommodate and maintain the relationship. If the person is non-committal about rescheduling, it might indicate a lack of interest or sincerity. In such cases, it's okay to step back and reconsider whether you want to prioritize future plans with them. 4. Consider a backup plan. To avoid disappointment, it's wise to have a backup plan, especially for important or large-scale events. For example, if you planned a meeting that gets cancelled, use that time for tasks you've been postponing. For social plans, consider inviting someone else or doing an alternative activity. Adopting a flexible mindset will help you make the best of your time. If the cancellation involves a group event, having a contingency plan, like virtual alternatives, can ensure things proceed smoothly. For instance, a meeting could be moved online or rescheduled with minimal impact. 5. Set boundaries if it becomes a pattern. While one last-minute cancellation can be excusable, a recurring pattern shows a lack of consideration. If the same person repeatedly cancels plans with little notice, it's important to set boundaries. Politely but firmly communicate your expectations for future interactions. For instance, you could say, "I value my time, so if you need to cancel again, I'd appreciate more notice." Setting boundaries isn't about being confrontational, it's about ensuring your time is respected. If the person continues to disregard your boundaries, you may need to reconsider how often you engage with them. 6. Protect yourself financially. Some cancellations can come with financial implications, especially in professional or event planning scenarios. If you run a business, implementing a cancellation policy can help protect you from losses. For example, you could require clients to provide 24-hour notice for cancellations to avoid a fee. For social or travel plans, consider purchasing refundable tickets or services when possible. This way, if a friend or colleague cancels last minute, you're not left bearing the full financial burden. 7. Reflect on the bigger picture. It's important to reflect on whether last-minute cancellations are a rare inconvenience or part of a broader issue. If you notice the same person or group frequently canceling plans, it may signal that the relationship or arrangement is unbalanced. Assess whether you're investing more effort than the other person and adjust your expectations accordingly. On the flip side, occasional cancellations happen to everyone, and showing flexibility and understanding can strengthen relationships. Try to give people the benefit of the doubt when it's warranted, but also recognize when your time is being undervalued. 8. Move on gracefully. Once a cancellation happens, the best course of action is to accept it and move forward. Dwelling on the disruption will only increase your frustration. Instead, focus on what you can control. Use the unexpected free time productively or enjoy some well-deserved rest. Adopting a mindset that embraces change can reduce the stress of last-minute disruptions. Not everything will go as planned, but how you respond to these changes determines your overall experience. Conclusion: handling last-minute cancellations with grace and strategy is an essential life skill. By staying calm, clarifying the reason, rescheduling when possible, setting boundaries, and protecting yourself financially, you can navigate cancellations effectively. It's also important to have backup plans and adjust expectations to avoid unnecessary stress. Whether the cancellation is a one-time occurrence or part of a pattern, responding thoughtfully will help you manage your time and relationships better. Ultimately, learning to accept unexpected changes and move on gracefully will save you both frustration and time.